Hi everyone. In this discussion board, we were asked to respond to a scenario that we may be put in. The scenario is, you are teaching first grade at Oasis Elementary School. You have a new coworker who is just hired straight out of college and is struggling with writing learning objectives. This coworker has asked for your help. Although this discussion can last a while, we were asked to answer in 2 to 3 minutes. In this case, I would quickly begin by emphasizing the importance of taking in the whole standard. If we are using a standard, we cannot chop it up, teach one small portion, and then say that we taught the standard. I would then go on by introducing this coworker to a tool called the unpacking system. The unpacking system is a thinking map or web that a teacher can use to help recognize the key words, which are otherwise known as Bloom's taxonomy vocab, and the verbs or action words used in the standard. Once you are familiarized with these two parts of the standards, you may begin writing the learning objective. While writing the learning objective, you want to ask yourself who, which will help you state the audience, and then you might want to ask what. This will allow you to write the expected observable behavior. After that, you may ask when, and this will help you state the time or the condition of the performance of assessment. And lastly, ask yourself how to state the degree. For example, I chose the Arizona Science State Standard for kindergarten, K.E2U1.5. This standard stated, observe and ask questions about the patterns of motion of the sun, moon, and stars in the sky. The process verbs in this standard was observe and ask. The key and the skill word was questions. After familiarizing myself with these two parts of the standard, I then wrote a learning objective. This learning objective stated, the student who will use the information gathered from observations and questions when to describe what the patterns of the motion, how of the sun, moon, and stars in the sky. Once again, it states the student will use information gathered from observations and questions to describe the patterns of motion of the sun, moon, and stars in the sky. After writing the learning objective, you may want to go back and make sure that the skills listed are observable and measurable. If they are, then you have yourself a learning objective. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.